Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Super Disney Ride Showdown coverage on TASG. It is time for the Elite Eight. Mickey and Minnie brackets will bring us two great matchups in this event today. It's going to be Indiana Jones versus Rise of the Resistance and Big Thunder Mountain versus the Incredicoaster, the last remaining DCA attraction in this tournament. It's very interesting to see what happens here, especially in the Mickey bracket. Let's take a look at the results. First, we're going to start off with the mini bracket because the Mickey bracket was very, very entertaining to see, coming down to the last second even. But we're going to start off with a Big Thunder Mountain versus the Incredicoaster matchup. That's going to be in favor of Big Thunder Mountain, moving on to the final four, 316 to 233. That includes 152 to 88 on Instagram and 164 to 145 on Twitter. Pretty close there, not so much on Instagram. Moving on to the entertaining matchup of the round. Oh man. Indiana Jones versus Rise of the Resistance. Final score 209 to 188. A difference of 11 points in favor of Star Wars Rise of the Resistance. On Instagram, Indiana Jones beat Rise 55% to 45. That equated to 130 to 107. And on Twitter, this was where the upset happened. Twitter was able to go away with it. A span of almost 40 points right there. Rise took the Twitter vote 102 to 68. Rise of the Resistance versus Big Thunder Mountain in the final four. That's going to happen soon, but we're going to now move on to the early voting rounds of the second part of the Elite Eight. The wet rides on the west side of Disneyland and Haunted Mansion versus Space Mountain. It's going to be something. Let's go ahead and vote. Some audio issues with the microphone, aka I actually hadn't muted, so let's redo this. So for the first matchup, it's going to be the wet rides on the west side of Disneyland, Pirates of the Caribbean versus Splash Mountain. I voted for Pirates. I mean, Pirates is very important. It is one of the last rides that Walt Disney ever worked on. There's some historical aspects of that that justify it going against Splash Mountain. Splash Mountain, right now in the public eye, is a little bit problematic. So, but at the same time, both have had problematic issues in its history. So, lesser of two evils in this one. Pirates of the Caribbean. If it has an okay AC, I mean it's triple digits today again. Another SoCal heat wave, and I'm deciding to go that route as opposed to Splash Mountain, which gets you extremely wet. And you know, I'll take the unsinkable Pirates of the Caribbean in that. All right, so for the second one, Haunted Mansion versus Space Mountain, the dark rides on the opposite ends of the park. Mansion versus Space Mountain, that's a little bit tough. So again, this is like a Walt Disney versus Tony Baxter matchup again, because again, Haunted Mansion was one of those rides that Walt revealed in the, I believe it's the 10th anniversary in 1965. So it's a matter of what do you prefer, Happy Haunts or Dark Thrill? But I'm gonna stick to Mansion 50-50 on 34 votes in the early voting rounds. That's going to be as close as it gets. I bet that this is going to be something similar to the Indiana Jones and Rise of the Resistance matchups that we saw in the Mickey bracket. So vote now. Vote on Twitter and on Instagram, because remember, the Instagram vote matters, especially in the Mickey bracket. In the Mickey bracket, by far, I can't stop thinking about it. That's the most entertaining bracket that we've had ever in this tournament so far. Anyways, guys, I'm on Canopy. We'll see you guys tomorrow for the results show of the second part of the Elite Eight. So long.